let's add some case types. Case types refer to the type of case that you might do in your practice. So for example, if you practice family law, you might have divorces, sapsers, wills and trusts. If you practice criminal defense, you might have DUIs, misdemeanors, felonies. You might have more categories of felonies. So when we add a case type, we're going to start off with a category, and that's the top level category. So let's say, for example, that we are doing family law, and we have a category called divorce. Now there's going to be a number of subcategories for divorce. For example, you might have uncontested and contested. Why would we break these up? Well, let's look at an uncontested divorce. In an uncontested divorce, you have two people who agree to get divorced. Why is it important that they agree? It means it's probably going to be far less expensive to get them divorced. So let's just quickly give this a code. We'll call it D-U, divorce, uncontested. It can be anything you want. Now, the reason that we have subcategories is the average value, or the average cost, if you will, to the client for an uncontested divorce is probably going to be a lot cheaper. So let's say it's going to cost $7,500, right? If it's a $7,500 case, we want to make sure that we're getting paid. At $7,500, you might ask for the entire thing in the retainer, or you might ask for $5,000. It really depends on how you run your practice. And you're probably going to do it hourly, although it is becoming more and more common to do certain types of divorce flat fee. You get to make that choice. You get to decide whether or not you have package offerings or not, if you want to unbundle this. And in this case, we're going to say that it is a paid consult. Paid consult meaning we are charging for our time for the consult. Of course, you have options there too. You can do free consults where you give them 15-20 minutes of your time, and the point of a free consult is probably to find out whether or not you want to take them on as a client and whether or not they want to take you on as their lawyer. With a paid consult, generally you're providing more time, you're giving more value, you're getting into the guts of the case, and you expect to be paid for that. Okay, we'll get into paid consults in another video, but for now we'll just say that yes, it's a paid consult. So that's all we need here. Down below you'll see leads and cases. Once you start adding leads and start adding cases of this type, they'll start showing up down here so that it's easy for you to see exactly what cases you have by case type. Let's go ahead and hit OK. And let's create a second one called divorce contested. And we'll call this one DC. The average value of a contested divorce can easily be $25,000 to $30,000. Let's say $25,000. Now for this retainer, you're probably going to ask for a lot more. You might start with $7,500. You might even start with $10,000. This one's definitely going to be hourly, and it's definitely going to be a paid consult because in a contested divorce, you are going to be hearing about every detail. Okay. And there we have a couple of case types. These will show up later when you go in and you create a new lead. So I'll just show you quickly. Go to add a new lead. And you see short description, client names, case types. There's divorce contested and divorce uncontested. And that will follow through when this lead converts into a case. You'll be able to see the case type there as well. And that's all there is to add a case type.